fans appreciate they are going to try to score. They're going to create less chances than the French team. They've had two really good ones. I thought Mbappe did brilliant. I thought the referee did brilliant to allow the play to go on. It's just so hard. He's going to get one or two or three bodies by Dembele. He just shifts the ball and gets away from him. Really good shifting of his body, throw the defense off. We've had three quality finishes in this game.
Two quality teams in Norway and France. Second and 22nd respectively in the FIFA rankings right now. As it stands, France with the scoreline that will ensure that they finish at the top of Group I. That will mean that Norway will face Côte d'Ivoire in the round of 32, and that is crucial to point out that we do know the round of 32 opponents for the runners-up in this group, but we won't just yet know who the Group I winners will face. It certainly has so far.
It has. It's been brilliant. This French team hasn't let up going forward. They're so elegant. They just glide across the top of the surface. Norway, they've got good players up front as well, and perhaps if we keep it close, we're going to see Haaland and Odegaard come on.
Licking their lips for a game as open as this one. Strand Larsen. Let us not forget, had a giant chance for Norway prior to that one back from Asgard.
Bana bhai.
Here's the Norway goal scorer. Just taken away from him by Olise.
तर यार फ्रांस को कीपर दामी खेलिरहेको यार एकैचोटि नर्वेको यार नर्वेको कीपर बवाल खेलिरहेको यार नर्वेको कीपरले सही हान्दा हामी सेभ गरे
Sort of impact that Marcel Desailly had at the heart of the French defence all those years ago. It's like he is the pillar of the French backline.
Yes, very good player, but he and Lacroix have been a couple of their balls out of the back. That's where Norway has created a couple of chances.
Stepping in ahead of Dembele. Sheldrup. Yorkan. Berg becomes an option. Asgard wants the ball again. He is the busy playmaker with the fleet of foot as well, as we saw again there. Sheldrup, who is a youngster with this one to Sheldrup again. It's Messi. Strand Larsen is in there and on top of it to prevent any damage. For the first time getting themselves into good areas, Norway.
No, that was good. Patience, possession, a little trickery. Looks like they're trying to set traps for this French team playing out of the back.
Positioning that time better to deal with the threat of Dembele. It's a good game so far. Good vision to keep out Ausnes there. The only Norway player on the pitch today that started the game against Senegal. 3-2 win in New York, New Jersey.
कस्तो निन्द्रा लाग्यो र
Lost a guard.
मैले अघि त निदाइछु
He's
यार
become a father for the first time.
निदाइछु
to his
ल्यापटप
boy, so
सक्छु अफ भएर
congratulations to
बसिरहेछु
him.
आराम राखेको थिएँ 12 बजेको नि अनि
He's there for the birth on FaceTime, we are
टक्कै म्याच
told.
स्टार्ट हुनु बेला बिउ स्टार्ट हुन्छ
Very impressive.
लाइट नगरौँ भनेको थिएँ फेरि गर्छु
Wouldn't you do like you when you're thousands of miles away from home as he is?
लास्ट निन्द्रा लाग्यो भयो त अब यसो त
Second cap today for Henrik Falconer, who wears the number 25 in Norway's defence, plays his club
Okay,
football with
निदाइछु अनि
Viking in Norway.
के अरे ल्यापटप अफ भयो फेरि
Come on, in front of Teo Hernandez. Torsvet, Strand Larsen. Just sweeping his way across the surface was Upamecano.
Just makes you wonder on a play like that if Haaland was playing, he would have been on that in a flash. Not to take anything away from Strand Larsen, he's a very good footballer.
On a World Cup hat-trick. Elise, Kone, Chouameni.
एम्बापेले हानेन त यार
Here's Due. Kone. Chouameni gets the angle of the pass right from Dembele. Dembele.
Yes, yes, yes. यो एउटाले मात्रै 3 गोल हान्छ कि यार
32 minutes to get there.
कसले हान्यो
You are witnessing something truly special.
त्यो यार एउटाले 3 गोल हान्दियो यार गुड
The talents of Ousmane Dembele on display in Boston.
कसले 3 गोल हानिसक्यो यार एम्बापे लानुपर्ने ठाउँमा यार गुड
Norway must be asking themselves, how do you stop him? You got players behind the ball, you've got help around you. Isolated 1v1, then you got help. He just shifts it again.
दामी हान्दियो यार
If you get too close, he's going to go by you. If you stand too far off, he's going to do this to you. See, we're watching magic unfold before our
मेरो
eyes.
किन मेसेज देखाएन यार
It is so difficult to stop that. They have all their players behind. They're in good position. They're getting decent pressure to the ball. You still can't stop it.
त्यही त यार यसले 3 गोल हान्यो यार
Almost like there's a magnet in the ball for that side of Egil Selvik's net. As easy as 1, 2, 3, and
एम्बापेले हानेन के यार एम्बापेले गोल हान्यो नि यार एक त सही हाने थियो यसै भन्दै नि त
I'll tell you
एम्बापेको
what, the stars are coming out to play, aren't they, at this 2026 World Cup?
And the golden boot race, the goals, the assists, the amount of attacking plays, really fun to watch. A lot of time the group stages of World Cups are slow build.
Now these things happen as well with Dembele. Came into this World Cup having not just never scored a World Cup goal, never scored a goal in a major tournament before. One against Iraq to end the drought, and 3 here now against Norway.
एम्बापेले हानेन
He powers forwards.
फेरि हाने ल
He's a difficult man to stop as
फेरि
well.
हान फेरि हान
It's the hat-trick hero Dembele. Chouameni too high.
पागल साला कहाँ उडाउँछ
And I'm sure at halftime the talk is going to
कहाँ
be
उडाएको
about
पागलले
how to stop this French team's transition from defense to attack. Much easier said than done. But almost each and every time they've won the ball anywhere around the center of the pitch, they're creating a chance within about 5 to 10 seconds.
Here's a stat for you, Brad. That is the first World Cup hat-trick that has happened in a first half of the game since Oleg Selenko in 1994. This...
They just wait for him to come to America to do it.
Yeah, seems to be the way of it.
Good.
It takes me right back as well to that fabulous World Cup in the United States, and here we are, 2026. Ousmane Dembele,
Kohli होइन
third
भाइ
player to score a World
रोकन
Cup
गर्छु
hat-trick
के
now at this tournament,
गर्छु रोकन
along with Lionel Messi and Canada's Jonathan David.
यो अहिले 3 गोल हान्दैन त
The open nature of the game goes on. Sheldrap.
फ्रान्सले पेलिरहेको छ त यार
Before that, so it's a Norway free kick.
Positive run by
हुन्छ
Sheldrap.
क्या नाच्नु भयो गर्छु नाच्नु गर्छु
Get a
के
little light. They'll take it. If they can get a chance here and bring it back to 3-2, they're going to need that, because I fear for them that France is going to create at least another 5-6 chances before the half's up.
Remember, Selenko didn't just score 3 in that game in 1994, he scored 5. Where this game has gone probably is possible for Ousmane Dembele.
रुपाई के हुँदैन कि भाइ राति त हुँदैन नि त रुपाई
Berg with the Norway free kick.
गुड
Kunde.
गुड 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 गुड
Some flexibility allowing him to keep it in, but in vain in the end. Norway given the throw. It's the diminutive Berg.
एम्बापेले गोल हान्दैन के
Svet.
भाइ नाच्नु हुन्छ कि म मिलाउँदैछु कि भाइ ल मिलाउँदैछु टेन्सन नत्यो हानेको ल यो 3 गोल एम्बापेले हानेको कस्तो दामी यार ह्याट्रिक हुन्थ्यो यार
Philadelphia 4 days ago against Iraq. I don't think right now there's any danger of thunderstorms looming. The storm happening on the pitch, right?
एम्बापे कहाँ छ यार
Down by Doué. Doué trying to get between two and able to shuffle Bob out the way.
Bob did well to help out and then use his quickness and pace to stop Doué. I'm sure Bjorken would like that help on his side with Dembele.
Lise trying his luck now. Here is Dembele.
एम्बापेले छिराउन दिएन यार होला त
Has had a torrid time against him so far. Kone.
एम्बापेले त लास्टतिर हान्छ के दरो ओ त्यस्तो लगाउँदा नि फल्दैन यार
Field by Falconer. Asgard for Norway. Sheldrap. Stepped in, I think the ball might have struck his hand. That's what Michael Oliver is seeing.
And a 3-1 up.
एम्बापेले त्यस्तो गर्दा नि म फल्दैन
Shout for a penalty. Not for me. But a 3-1 up. Really
हालान नउडा त एक गोल
Ball's
उसको
going
पेलिरहेको
players are up to Strand Larsen. How quickly French press.
It's been one of the trademarks of tournament so far. They look more intimidating, don't they, France, than 2 years ago at the European Championship when they
हालान्ड
reached
कहाँ
the
बसिरहेको
semi-finals,
किन
but they did
नखेले
so
हो
without scoring a
हालान्ड
goal
यार
from open play until that semi-final game against Spain.
उडा
So much talk in the build-up to this one as to how the French forward line in particular would perform.
पोस्टतिर खेलाइरहेछ अनि अब छिराइदिन्छ अनि
Right now, they are the great entertainers, aren't they, of this World Cup? Now Bjork's got to deal with Elise. That's a new occupant for him. Mele.
ना गुड
Toure. It's looking menacing again. To just swap positions here, Dembele and Elise now. He seems to be more
He's come
central
in,
of a sudden.
he's come into the 10 and they've swapped. I'm sure Bjorken's like, great, thanks for that. But I'm not so sure he's going to be that pleased with it because these things got some wheels himself.
Mbappe
Bjorken has got there before he could get to Elise.
Wait.
And Selvig centre half, reaching it ahead of Toure.
See some just incredible play like we've seen from Dembele. That's one thing, but you don't want to give them goals.
Silver.
Shelder
Oh, good
away corner.
corner player.
They so easily could have been 4-1 down.
Selvig comes out with, really good goalkeeping.
और पता है
He doesn't sell himself, he follows the ball. Gets the ball clearly first before he got the player.
Maybe understandable that Norway's defence in particular are feeling rattled by everything that France have chucked at them in this first half, which has only a few minutes to go in it. Berg with the corner for Norway.
Good.
As it comes, and
Good.
there's a crucial touch in there, but
Mbappe कहाँ
it was a
कुदे
French
हो
touch, and here is Elise. And they are swarming
Oi.
forward, looking for another one.
ओए
Dembele tried to be unselfish,
Man,
rather than
भाई
taking
फिर
it on himself, and Mbappe was
Hat-trick
screaming
cancel.
for it.
If he didn't have a hat trick already, I'm sure he would have pulled the trigger. How quick the France just make it from defending in their own box to having 4 players in the opposition's box. Norway had a very good chance. It's a great clearance.
त्यो कस्तो दामी सेभ भन्दियो
Could have gone 3-2, and in a matter of seconds, it's another great chance carved out by France.
दामी सेभ भन्दियो
Here's Selvig's save again. That's quality.
किपर दामी खेल्ने अन्त नर्वेको है
This is top football in England's second tier with
नर्वेको किपरले दामी गरिरहेको एमबाप्पेले गोल हान्नु नगर भन्दा सो हान्न यार रेड गोलले त्यो कस्तो चान्स गरिरहेको
this first
कि
half, that will be more than any other in the 45 minutes of games in this tournament so far.
एमबाप्पे नखेल्दा यसको अट्टाइरहेछ यत्रो आनानाना
Pursuit by him and
Oh.
back to Kone and Selvig again.
खालि यस्तो मात्रै भएको यार
Another good play by France, and they're on the attack again with pressure. But what Selvig's doing very, very well is he's closing down the
So
space,
यार
keeping his feet on the ground.
पिचो त्यस्तो
He's not
जान्छ रे
leaning
किपर
one way or the other.
अनि खालि
He's
यस्तो
making
मात्रै भयो
the striker or the attacker trying to make a decision.
त्यो हान्नु पो
Another good piece of goalkeeping by Selvig.
पिचो त्यस्तो भइसक्यो यार
normally say this, would you, when you've conceded 3 goals in the first half? But boy, Norway needed their goalkeeper in this first half.
Yeah, he's had a good first half. I think it's really difficult to defend against Dembele, obviously, but his finishes have been superb.
Good. Save God.
Norway maybe can make a dash before half-time to reduce the deficit.
Save गरे 5 मिनेट प्लस भयो
Oscards. Let's by the power of Chouameni in there for France.
Oi.
Almost gave that away when he did, really.
Good.
Oscar couldn't sort his feet out quick enough.
Yeah, Lacroix and Upamecano have given the ball away a couple times. And
Good Mbappe good Mbappe मेरो भाइ good हान्नु भाइ मेरो भाइ हान मेरो भाइ
to come to an end. Perhaps maybe Norway do though. Do a
हान
over the top from here.
Yes
Despite the 3 French goals, a host of chances.
दामी लाग्यो फ्रान्सले यार पुरै हान्नु यार
The Norwegian defenders can't get too close because the players will go glide right by them. They have to stand off a little bit, hope that they're giving away a shot from distance. As we've seen with Dembele, he's been able to pick out the back of the net 3 times.
good save गर भाइ save गर
Who will appreciate the fact that his club manager Vincent Kompany at Bayern Munich will understand the trade of that centre-half position.
Oh मुझे लास्ट समाते
It's a foul.
Oh good
Bjorkan. Lumpson.
समाते गर्न
Manu Kone. And there's Due.
Mbappe किन लो भइराछ
Modern midfielder.
हेर्न मुझे यो चुल्थे त काम रहन्छ बल फुस्काइहाल्छ
There is Mbappe.
कुरा भाइ कुरा Mbappe
Immediately wants to be part of the latest French attack. Mbappe. Chouameni. Dembele. Chouameni again. He's going to get another chance as you know the ball has ricocheted over the line.
So many chances. It's Mbappe. That's the one that's tracking back, winning ball. It's just a near perfect, not completely perfect, because they've conceded a couple of chances and they've conceded a goal. But from these front 4 or 5 players, it's a near perfect half. Been the best that I've witnessed this World Cup.
Out गएको रहेछ सेभ गरे
It's about 14 attempts on Norway's goal in this 45 minutes.
Mbappe कहाँ बसेर खेलेको कहिले अहिले चान्सै मिलिरहेको छैन के हान भाइ लो 1 मिनेटमा हान त Mbappe मेरो एक गोल सिधा एक गोल हैन खेलाइरहेको
More before we get to half time here in Boston.
अहिले त हान्छ है गोल 3 गोल हानिसक्यो यार अहिले 7 नम्बरले 3 गोल हानिसक्यो नि त
It's a struggle about France, isn't there? There is no doubt about that.
Mbappe छिराउनु पाएन क्या भन्दा त्यही ठिक हो
Confidence is at an all-time high, you say, certainly in that French forward line. You say who is here there across that French forward line, out to Dembele. Return to Elise. Tunde. Wale. Not too much on it. The first half is out.
It's remarkable. Almost
अब म त अहिले फ्रान्सलाई सपोर्ट गरिरहेको छु अब के गर्नु फ्रान्स नि मनपर्छ एम्बापे नि मनपर्छ हालान्ड नि मनपर्छ
Second earliest hat-trick in a FIFA World Cup game. For Ousmane
ल
Dembele
हाफ
today,
टाइम भएको छ
32
फ्रान्सले
minutes.
3 गोल हानेको छ गुड तर एम्बापेले हान्न सकेन केही छैन
Devastating display from Dembele and co. On song France. A hat-trick from Ousmane Dembele.
तर यार यो 7 नम्बरले 3 गोल हाने यार के हो यसको नाम यार
Something quite remarkable here. Ousmane Dembele
तीन
is
गोल
not
हान्दैछ
hanging
उसले
around.
यार
He's
तर एक गोल चाहिँ ब्याक गर्यो
the light
नर्वेले
is
अब
on him at the moment and on this French team who have been phenomenal so far. And at half time,
3 गोल अब 2 गोल हान्दा नि गाह्रै हुन्छ नि त फ्रान्सलाई जित्नको लागि अब फ्रान्सले जित्नलाई त 4 गोल अब 3 गोल हान्नु पर्यो हेरौँ अब
remarkable. They have, however, conceded a few
एम्बापेले
chances.
हान्नै पाएन
Connor, Lacroix, Mignon, they've been a little bit relaxed in the back. For Norway to come back into this game, they will get a chance to just win. Is it going to be when it's still 3-1 to make it 3-2, or is it already going to be 5-1?
it's the first time that a team have scored 3 goals in all 3 group stage games.
हुन त फेरि एम्बापेले त फेरि लास्टमा देखाउँछ जाडु फेरि यसले त
After 2 wins out of 2 for Norway, this will feel like a rude awakening here from
हेरौँ अब
3-3, win or go home. That's what we'll prove. They've never gotten it. Not since 1996. Yeah, anyone, anytime. And guess who showed up? 3 legends, peak of their powers. Everyone thinks this gotta be it. Football gods had other plans.
hello everyone hello Rina
the Norwegians are going to have
Rina
to
match
settle
हेर्दैछौ
for second place in Group I, which is where they began
म्याच
the game.
हेर्दा हौ
Which is where they will remain unless
Hello,
they
hello,
can
Rina,
produce a
hello.
remarkable comeback in this second half to beat France here.
म्याच हेरेको छु म्याच
Two attempts on goal in that first half.
Yeah, with only
एम्बापेले
48%
यार हानेन के
possession,
यार
you would think they would have more with that amount of attempts, and it's all about transitions. When you
teammate
concede possession
भएको
against
छ
this French team, they have one thing in mind, and that's going direct to goal. And they have
तर
the
त्यो 7
quality to
नम्बरले
do it.
3 गोल हान्दै एउटाले यार सोल्डल त ह्याट्रिक हान्दै जस्तो त्यो 3 गोल एम्बापेले हानेको भए त ह्याट्रिक हुन्थ्यो नि
is how players take their game to the next level, and how Aramco delivers reliable energy to millions. Aramco, an integrated energy and chemicals company.
This is quite a game. It'll be a free kick. Oh, what a goal! Unbridled joy!
Seems to be the words, doesn't it? The last word of the 45 minutes so far in Boston. France on their way to the round of 32 with 3 wins from 3, it would seem.
Hello everyone. Hello.
That's cute. I'm gonna be so big.
यसको नाम के है छ यो 3 गोल हान्नेको नाम यार 7 नम्बर यार
Yeah, all 4 goals were class. They probably have 6.
Dembele.
Their assists. That's how good they are in
Dembele.
attacking third.
गाह्रो रहेछ
Don't
नि
take anything away from Osgaard's goal. That was
Dembele.
brilliant as well. A good little shift of his
Hello.
body. threw the defenders the other way.
Hello, Rina. Hello. Dembele.
And a look at some final third entries as well. How about that for a number of significance? 43 from France in that first 45 minutes. More than 5 minutes spent in Norway's final third. And I imagine there will be more to come in the second half here in Boston.
Light. Stay down in this video. तर एमबाप्पेको बल चाहिँ यस्तो सेप हान्दै के एमबाप्पे हान्न त दुई शट त बल्ल हान्थ्यो नि त त्यो सेप हान्दै के यस्तो पावर हान्दो रहेछ नि एमबाप्पेले तर पेल्न चाहिँ दामी पेले है फ्रान्सले नर्वेलाई बगाल पेले है एउटा त सेम हालानको जस्तै रहेछ कपाल हेर्नु त हालन भनेको अब गोल हाल्ने गोल हाल्ने भनेको त होइन रहेछ अर्को रहेछ हालन त नखेलेको रहेछ तर यो नर्वेको किपर चाहिँ भराल खेलेको कि अरू किपरले दामी सेभ गर्दैन किपरले चाहिँ दामी सेभ गरेको झुक्केर मात्रै गोल भइरहेको झुक्केर मात्रै गोल भइरहेको तीन गोल चाहिँ समय छिराइदियो यार गुड यतिको भएपछि त एमबाप्पेलाई धेरै सपोर्ट गरे नि त उसले 3 गोल हान्दै थियो मैले nice goal. Honest thing. Hello. Honest thing. Hello. Welcome. Honest thing. Welcome. नर्वेको किपर कस्तो दामी खेलिरहेको अनि एक गोल त हान्यो फ्रान्सले नि त अनि एक गोल चाहिँ फ्रान्सले नि हान्यो फ्रान्स भन्छ नर्वेले एक गोल हान्यो त हालानले हाने भनेको यस्तो कपाल हेर्छ हालानको यस्तो पछि त होइन रहेछ हालानकै दाजुभाइ हो कि के हो यसलाई किपर यस्तो झुकिन्छ एमबाप्पेलाई यतिको सपोर्ट भएपछि भयो 3 गोल हान्दैछ यस्तो दामी छिरा देखाउनेहरूले उसले यार 7 नम्बरले किपरले त के सेभ गरेको र यो फ्रान्सको पुरा अरू प्लेयर्सहरूले सेभ गरेर एक गोल नै छिराइदियो एम्बाप्पेले यस्तो हानेको सेभ पोलमा ठुकेछ नि त अलिकतिले यस्तो दामी हान्थ्यो मात्रमा एम्बाप्पेले एक गोल पनि छिराएको भए ठिक दामी हुन्थ्यो कि रे है एम्बाप्पेले गोल हानेन के जर्सी फेरि कस्तो सेतो कस्तो फ्रान्सको एउटा जर्सी हाल्नु कि भनेको अब गोल खाए आज त खासै मान्छे छैन क्या हो यार के हो यार फ्रान्स र उको दिन खाली खाली छ त स्टेडियम त खाली खाली छ त
Of course, a complete modern midfielder. There is Mbappe taking it off Torsved. Immediately wants to be part of the latest French attack. Mbappe, Tchouameni, Dembele, Tchouameni again. He's going to get another chance, isn't it?
Up 3-1, creating so many chances. It's Mbappe. That's the one that's tracking back, winning balls. It's just a near perfect, not completely perfect, because they've conceded a couple of chances and they've conceded a goal. But from these front 4 or 5 players in France, it's a near perfect half. Been the best that I've witnessed this World Cup.
एम्बाप्पेले 3 गोल जति हान्नु पर्यो
14 attempts on Norway's goal in this 45 minutes. We'll carve out one more before we get to half-time here in Boston. It's a strong over about France, isn't there? There is no doubt about that. So, confidence is at an all-time high, you say, certainly in that French forward line.
अब दोस्रो
They
हाफमा
who is here, there and everywhere across that French forward line. Out to Dembele.
एमबाप्पेले यस्तो गोल हान्नु पर्यो कि
Turn to Elise. Koundé. Dembele. A little too much on it.
कतिखेर सक्यो आएको फर्स्ट हाफ
First half is out.
It's remarkable. Almost undefendable.
The second earliest hat-trick in a FIFA World Cup game for Ousmane Dembele today. 30. Back to Boston at half-time double change from Norway, who are 3-1 down here to France. So the introduction of Morten Torsby and Marcus Pedersen came on in the first half in the win over Senegal after the injury to Julian Reerson. Bradford, not a great surprise, I guess, considering Ousmane Dembele and France have ripped.
किन अड्क्यो यार एमबाप्पेले 3 स्टार बनाउँछ
It's not the counter-attack in the full-back positions. But I'm sure Pedersen
अब
and
दोस्रो
Auschwitz
हाफ
will try.
हेरिन्छ है सेकेन्ड हाफ हेरौँ अब
So it is Tolsvet and Bjorkan
कस्तो पर्फर्म
who
गर्छ
are
अब
removed.
एमबाप्पेले हेरौँ
Fridtjof Bjorkan, the Norway left-back who has had to deal with Dembele off that right-hand side. But will not have to do that anymore.
यस्तो हान्नुपर्छ क्या यस्तो हान्नुपर्छ ल अब सुरु हुन लाग्यो एउटा हो 5 4 3 2 1 2 अरे
On the charge as it stands, they are heading
कहाँ
off
उडाएको
to
बल
New York, New Jersey in the round of 32 as the winners of Group I to play one of the best third-place teams after a first half of utter brilliance. That hat-trick from Ousmane Dembele, very much the story. Taylor Asgard's goal, even though it carries some significance from a Norway perspective and a personal perspective for him because he's become Norway's youngest ever goal scorer at a World Cup. It is France all the way right now, Brad Friedel.
Yeah, every time they get the ball in transition, you think they're going to score. Most of the time, they've carved out a really good chance, if not for some really good goalkeeping by Selvik. Some last-ditch blocks and whatnot from the Norwegian defenders. It could be much more than 3-1. And saying that, Selvik could go with a flawless game almost as far as goalkeeping is concerned, and he could see himself conceding 5 or 6.
That is the perils of facing Le Bleu and when they are in this sort of mood, and they are in the right mood today. No doubt with Didier Deschamps, their head coach, very much in their minds as well, who will be returning to the national team after the funeral of his mother. Not here today, so Stefan is looking after things. Just Deschamps' long-term partnership goes back further than the 14 years together with France. Stefan was Deschamps' assistant with Marseille before that. This is Patrick Berg. Ostergaard, who himself has a World Cup goal in 2026 too. '58th game today as Norway's head coach for Ståle Solbakken, which is the same number of caps he won as a player for his nation.
लैजा भाइ कस्तो हिले
Strand Larsen tussling. Strand Larsen
Wait, go on, here you.
has made his first venture forward. This is Shelderup. Oscar Bob. This Bob.
Wait.
Oscar Bob, and now he's gone
Come on.
penalty.
Penalty पाई गया यार.
The feet of Oscar Bob there were twinkling.
We didn't see a lot of Oscar Bob on the ball in the first half because France had it most of the time, creating chances. Really good feet.
Penalty दे गया यार.
Stonewall penalty. Michael Oliver is right on hand to see it. You see perfect positioning by the referee. I don't think there can be any complaints.
Hernandez's leg.
कहाँ और क्या फिर penalty आने वाला.
Was extended about as far as you can extend the leg in a situation like that.
Penalty पाई yes.
But here we go, Norway penalty, no Haaland. No Ødegaard on the pitch.
If they score this, then we have game on again. Come on. Very strange place in this game because it could be 6 or 7-1.
Save gore bhai, save gore. Save gore.
So, in the absence of the number 9, it is the responsibility of Norway's number 11, Jørgen Strand Larsen, to try and haul them back into this final game of Group I.
Save gore, penalty. Save gore.
So a big goal against Italy in their World Cup qualifiers, Jørgen Strand Larsen, but has largely been on the periphery of this national team for some time.
Save.
A huge chance to beat Mignon in the first half. This is an even greater one now for him.
Save.
From the spot, Strand Larsen.
Yes.
The save. Back in by Bob.
Save boy, yeah, good.
And it is still
Good.
France who have a 2-goal lead.
Mignon's making sure that this game stays well in the comfortable control of France. Just fakes going to his right. Strand Larsen looked up at that time. He didn't hit it with a lot of power. Good save. Every penalty save's a good save.
Loh, मैं पूरा हंता अब.
Where's early when you need him?
मेरे भाई यार.
Sam Fernandez in particular, because that could have completely changed the complex of this game.
Strand Larsen's now missed 2 massive chances.
कहाँ खेलेगा क्या यार?
He joins a rather elite list of this World Cup. He and
Long
another
term
single players to miss penalties.
मैं काम कर रहा बोल रहा.
But Norway have got the bit between their teeth here. They've come out
मैंने क्या
with
यार
energy.
बोल आना उसको लग रहा है.
Laid off by Alsnes and then picked up by Asgard. Shelderup. Strand Larsen.
Good. Nice.
Nothing is quite falling for him at the moment.
Good. आने भाई गोल आने.
Forming for the French.
Way.
That way through the middle. Great bit of goalkeeping again by Selvig.
Yeah, well timed. Good run by Mbappe. Good transition again from France. Good goalkeeping again.
What a game this has been already. The only player that perhaps many assumed would score today who hasn't is Kylian Mbappe. It's been frequently in and around that area so far and has had moments.
He's done a lot of good for the team, though. Defensive work for the team. He's created a lot of space. He's taken defenders with him.
Very much the adaptable Mbappe as well. Third World Cup, third different position utilised in the wide areas in 2018 and 2022. Now the attacking focal point of France of 2026.
Yeah.
basketball.
Goal haन्छ यो
Gets himself onside there. It doesn't matter anyway. The ball was just leaps beyond him.
Well, Bob's done more in the first 7 minutes of the second half than he did the entire first half. This is that break. Just look at Kylian Mbappe's run through the middle. Goalkeeper, good starting position, good positive first step.
यस्तै मात्रै हुन्छ खेले एम्बाप्पेको
Mbappe to the ball.
ए किपरले समाउनु धेरै अगाडि फाल्यो के बल
Norway are here to play, aren't they?
ओइ
Dorsey
सेभ गर भाइ सेभ गर सेभ गर
wants another moment to come his way. Today has very much settled in over the last few years into that right back role with the French national team and with his club side as well, Barcelona. He initially started as a centre half.
हैन मलाई के अब
He's got the corner there. Initially wanted the free kick, that didn't come his way, but didn't give up on the
यो मुझे
situation.
रफ खेल्न थाल्यो
O'Connell looked a little bit nervous on the ball again.
Contingent of red behind Mignon's goal ahead of this Patchenberg corner for Norway.
Good.
As well, which
Good.
Østegård did everything he possibly could to ensure that Norway has someone on the end of it.
And just a floated in swing into that near post. This is another off the training ground. Østegård, as we know, is very good in the air. Gets that first touch. A good chance, decent half chance for Norway.
He might be a bit irritated that France have been as open as they have been at the start of this second half. Straight of Elise.
आन भाइ आन मेरो भाइ एम्बाप्पे मेरो भाइ आन
2-8. Mbappe. In his mind. Oh my words. That was close and he knows it.
The second that they won the ball in midfield, the front four, they're like children at Christmas time. They just see all the spaces open up. Just tries to bend it in the far corner. He knows it was close. Goalkeeper knows it was close.
कहाँ पुग्यो बल यार
Issue here for the busy Egil Selvik.
के भयो किपरको एम्बाप्पेले हानेको हातै गयो जस्तो छ यार
This leads back a touch. He's near perfect precision.
एम्बाप्पेले कस्तो माथि मात्र गइरहेको हो क्या यार हान्न डरो हानेछ अब के गर्ने
Perez is here today, one of a multitude actually of French World Cup winners from 1998.
One of my old teammates, Aston Villa.
The elegant player he was.
Elegant human being.
Norwegian FA estimate there's about 10,000 Norwegians that have travelled over from Norway to be here in the United States this summer, though many more I'm sure will be dotted around this country and beyond.
किपरलाई के भयो यार किपरले धेरै राम्रो काम गरिरहेको छ गर्न त
Remember, regardless of what happens today, Norway's tournament goes on. As it stands, it's going to be Dallas, which is going to be the next destination for Those wearing the vibrant red.
And for Norway, going to Dallas is very similar travel times and going up to New York, probably easier conditions playing inside the dome. For France, I'm sure they wanted to finish it first no matter what because they're stationed here in Boston. Less travel.
Southwick has been given the all clear. Used to work in the oil industry, so he actually has some time in Scotland growing up. Looking slick today, though, has been France, right? Many, and then they've actually gone to clear.
तिमीहरू हेरेनौ म्याच हेरेनौ लिम्बू almost म्याच हेरेको छैनौ लिङ्क थाहा छैन कसरी हेर्ने तिमीलाई उ गर न के अरे क्रोमबाट हेर न क्रोमबाट हेर न क्रोमबाट हेर त क्रोममा के अरे योनो टिभी हान योनो टिभी सर्च गरेर त सब्सक्राइब गर च्यानललाई है सब्सक्राइब गर अनि क्रोममा योनो टिभी सर्च गर त त्यही आउँछ त्यहाँ अनि लाइभ देखाइरहेछ अनि तल स्क्रल गर रातो लिङ्कहरु आउँछ सेकेन्डको लिङ्कमा क्लिक गर क्रोममा योनो टिभी क्रोममा योनो टिभी हान है केटा हो सब्सक्राइब पनि गर्देऊ च्यानललाई बवाल भइरहेछ म्याच गुड फ्री किक पाए अब हान्त सुल्टी
One of the players seems to be affected by any sort of pressure. Free kick, a really dangerous position.
अब गोल हान है
Young player of the season for the second campaign running.
म्याच हेर्न आउँदैन केटाहरुलाई आउँदैन भने सोड है केटा हो लिंक चाहियो भने भन है म्याच हेर्नलाई म्याच बल हेर
who has had one of the most creative seasons of anybody. The France free kick.
Yes!
Beautiful. End touch
Time
from the
was
club, which
man.
there was one, but not one forcefully towards Selvig's goal.
That's a really good ball in. It's impossible for the goalkeeper to come out for it. Questions could have been of offside.
Michael Elise, 26 assists for Bayern Munich this season, which is a ludicrous number.
Bob's definitely in the second half. More of that, please.
Guessing word of a second Senegal goal against Iraq. Ismail Assar with another in this tournament. Remember, Iraq announced 10 men in that game as well. It'll be that Senegal need the goals in terms of getting through as one of the best third place teams. So Due is reaching into the trick book.
ओके ल सब्स्क्राइब हान ल च्यानललाई सब्स्क्राइब हान ल सब्स्क्राइब हान त्यो गोल हाल्ला भने हान्दै हान्दैन यार अरे के भयो यो मलाई के हुन्छ पेलिङ गयो त यार के भयो यार लिङ्कै गयो त गोल हाल्न के भन्यो कसम यसको खराब पानी छ क्या यसको फेरि यार बेला बेलामा के हुन्छ लिङ्कै हो के भयो यार फिफा वर्ल्ड कप हेरौँ भनेको लिङ्कै गयो त फेरि That's what यस्तो प्रब्लम भइरहन्छ है बेला बेलामा यो कस्तो यार चल्नु न म्याक्स सबै गइदियो त यार लिनु त यार
Is there a feeling that this, if it does get worse for Norway, could hurt them moving into the round of 32?
No, I think they knew what they were doing. They're trying to rest. Playing in the knockout round. The World Cup isn't about necessarily finishing your group in top spot. It's about going through and trying to win the World Cup. If they're going to have a chance at doing that, which is a steep task for them, they're going to need their best players fresh and on the pitch. I fully understand the reasoning behind it. With the French team, you could probably put another 11 out. Minus Mbappe, of course, he's one with the and Dembele. They're ones with that special talent. But as you'll see with Barcola plays, and as you see with Cherki plays, they're outstanding footballers.
You might have noted the third goal for Senegal in the other game taking place in Gay has got the latest for them. So they're now 3-0 up against Iraq. It's in the Warm temperatures of Boston, another hydration break. A little calmer than the one we had in the first half off the back of Dembele's brilliance, but the scoreline is as it was at half-time with France leading Norway by 3-1.
hydration break was so
area. When you do lose the ball against this French team, they go forward so
hydration break
fast,
है
with precision, with
मतलब
intelligence,
चिनेको रहेछ है
with flair. You say every
ल
adjective.
म्याच हेर्नु अब म्याच हेर्छु हेरेर नभएको जस्तो भन्नु है ल्याङ
A little bit lackadaisical in the back, a little bit nervous on the ball. You can press up front. You can create some chances, but you're going to have to do that a lot to be able to limit the chances that they're going to create against you.
Whereas you step on in the middle, it's at 70 later this year, their shots assistant. His own playing career cut short in his late 20s when he was involved in a serious car accident, took off coaching almost immediately after his recovery.
25 मिनेट जति छ अब हेर्नु
It's a kind of a start that won the World Cup with France in 2018 and indeed was the assistant to Roger Lebert in 2000 when France lifted the European Championship too. Let's very much see this man as a father figure. Last time these two met 12 years ago, France scored 4 goals. This is the first ever competitive meeting at a World Cup between these two nations. Can Norway potentially tinker, Brad, in the final portion of this game if they are to force France onto the back foot?
I mean, if they are going to make a game of this, they're going to need to score a goal before France obviously gets their fourth. If they do that, then maybe they roll the dice and bring on Noosa, maybe they bring on Odegaard, maybe they bring on Holland. It doesn't look likely. Noosa's the one that's been warming up a little bit. But you never know. France misses loads of chances, but it just seems like France right now is happy to see it out. But Norway, as you see now,
Taken back by Asgard, puts through to Oscar Bob.
Oh, good.
It's another giant one for the French goalkeeper.
Good save.
Shelderup. It's the corner from Kudne.
Something like that
Good
can happen.
save.
It's really good pressure. And Bob has been the most influential player in the second half for this Norwegian team. Maignan stands up, doesn't lean, keeps balanced. Good stop down low to his right. Big save, big penalty save. Strand Larsen, a big miss.
Patrick Berg with the Norway corner. His dad and his granddad played for the country once upon a time.
लैजा भाइ लैजा मक्के लैजा गुड लैजा
Got the desire to get there and to go at Norway. Shirky's joining him. Patrick Berg, who remember was the player that took the set piece, has so quickly got back into position there.
Yeah, second time in this half that he's been the one that's covered up the ground, put himself in really good defensive position to make the block or the clearance.
It's a bit of a soul backing hero, is Patrick calls him the quiet leader. The art band today, in the absence of Erdegaard. Shots on target, France, in the first half. They haven't had a single one in the second period of this game.
Looks like they're conserving some energy as well. They know they have the game at this stage one. If they concede again, I expect them to turn it up again.
Wins the foul. It's indeed there is going to be a card here as well.
ग्रीन कार्ड दियो था है
Should be sure many.
Just in this time challenge, Michael Oliver's not the type of referee who wants to hand out bookings all the time, but he knew he had to on that occasion.
This has become one of the symbols of the World Cup, hasn't it? Certainly for Norway, the fans rowing together has captured the world's attention. They've been doing it everywhere as well. Times Square outside the Royal Palace in Oslo. Here again in Boston. Such joy for Norway just being at a World Cup again, having waited for almost 30 years to return to this scene. To score 3 goals to win the group here, Norway, which seems unlikely, but maybe one will come their way now.
Whee.
Quick off his line.
Silver ना यार
Some minutes here.
कस्तो म्युट गरेर हेरिरहेको रहेछ नि त म त पागल लगेर फाइनली फ्रान्सले जितेको छ है म्युट गरेर बोलिरहेको रहेछ म त कस्तो पागल ल फाइनलले फ्रान्सले जितेको छ कङ्ग्रेचुलेसन फ्रान्स ल लाइभ इन गरेको है ल ओके गुड नाइट एभ्रिवान गुड नाइट गुड मर्निङ एभ्रिवान ल 3 बज्यो अब सुत्नुपर्छ है 3 बज्यो अब सुत्नुपर्छ ल फेसबुकको पासवर्ड बनाइरहेको IMC FF. It's my life. It's my life to watching WATC. Watching FIFA. FIFA events winner. FIFA. WOR. World Cup 2026. France. France versus Norway. Norway. No, living.